The night was wild, violent, and alive. The kind of storm that doesn't just fall from the sky, it feels like it's crawling over the world, clawing at everything it touches. The ground was soaked from hours of rain, and each step sank into the mud with a soft, wet sound. The sky flashed again and again, lightning stretching like cracked glass across the clouds. For a few brief seconds, the entire world would light up, only to be swallowed by darkness again. I shouldn't have been there. The old road had washed away behind me, and the only path forward led through that open field. People in the nearby village called it the hollow ground, a place the wind never forgot. They said that when storms passed over it, voices would rise from the soil, whispering the names of those who wandered too far. I never believed them. Not until that night. The wind grew stronger, bending the trees that stood at the edge of the field. My flashlight flickered weakly, its beam dancing over broken stones and scattered bits of wood, the remains of something long abandoned. The air was heavy, thick with the smell of wet earth and something else, something metallic. I told myself it was rust, maybe from an old fence, but deep down, it smelled like blood. The storm cracked open again, and thunder rolled so hard it rattled my teeth. I paused, shielding my eyes as rain lashed my face. That's when I heard it. A voice. Faint, low, almost lost in the wind. It called my name, slowly, carefully, like someone trying not to wake the dead. I froze. My mind raced, trying to make sense of it. Maybe it was the wind. Maybe the sound just shaped itself into something familiar. But then it came again, louder this time, right behind me. I turned around. There was nothing. Only darkness, broken by flashes of light far across the horizon. My breath quickened. I kept walking, telling myself to stay calm, to keep moving until I found the road again. But with every step I took, the feeling grew stronger, that someone was walking with me. The ground began to feel wrong beneath my feet, softer, uneven. And when I looked down, I saw footprints beside mine. Bare, small, and fresh, pressed deep into the wet soil. I lifted my foot, and another appeared next to it, as if someone invisible was matching my pace. My chest tightened. My flashlight flickered once more, and then died completely. The storm quieted all at once. No thunder, no wind, just the distant rumble of something deep below the ground. I could hear my heartbeat pounding in my ears. And then, under it, the breathing started again. This time, it wasn't behind me. It was close, too close. I whispered, "Who's there?" But the words came out broken, weak. The darkness shifted ahead of me, a shadow rising slowly from the mud. My throat went dry. Lightning split the sky again, and for an instant, I saw it clearly. A figure, kneeling, facing the ground. Its hands were pressed into the soil, trembling as if it were trying to dig its way out. When the lightning faded, it was gone. But I could still feel its presence, heavy and cold, watching me from somewhere just beyond the edge of sight. I tried to move, but my legs wouldn't listen. My body was frozen in place. The whisper returned, brushing against my ear like the breath of something that wasn't alive. "You shouldn't have come here." My voice broke as I said, "What do you want?" There was silence. Then the ground beneath me shifted, cracking open with a wet sound. My foot sank into something soft, not mud, not water, something that moved. I yanked it free, stumbling backward. And as I did, lightning struck again, and for a single horrifying moment, the entire field was alive with faces, pale, twisted, half buried in the soil, their mouths open, moving soundlessly. The light vanished. My stomach turned cold. I looked around. The footprints were everywhere now, surrounding me in the mud. Some small, some larger, all circling closer. And from somewhere in the distance, or maybe inside my head, I heard the voice again. Softer this time, almost gentle. "Keep walking," it whispered. "You're almost home." And as the storm roared back to life, I realized something horrifying. The ground wasn't uneven at all. It was moving, breathing. And it wasn't the wind that had been calling my name. It was the ones who never left. And they were waiting.